What's up guys, macadii here. Now today I'm bringing you guys the first part of a brand new live. Well, what we're going to be doing is, I'm actually going to be showcasing a relatively old UU team that I made, which is based around like hyper offense sticky web, but it's a lot of fun and probably the best UU team I've ever made. Now I do apologise that we haven't got any new teams for this one. It's just, I've got holidays coming up and I haven't really had enough time to team build properly, and I would much rather showcase a team that's actually well thought out and well built compared to one that I've just thrown together. So what we're going to do is have a quick run through of what I've actually got on this team. It's a lot of fun, this one. I've really enjoyed doing this one, because the whole point of it is you set up sticky webs and you outspeed pretty much everything in the tier, and then on top of that as well, you keep the offensive pressure on so they don't get a chance to rapid spin or defog. So what we've got here is Killer Bunny, which is the Nidoking with Life Orb, Sheer Force, real hard hitter, with Sludge Wave, Earth Power, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt. So we got Bolt Beam on there as well, which is really nice. We hit almost everything in the tier unresisted. So we've got 252 in special attack, 252 timid, and then finally just the last 4 in special defense as well. Then we've got SpecsBruh, which is our Focus Sash Galvantula, which is designed to actually set up sticky web guaranteed. And what we've got on here is a Focus Sash Compound Eyes. So Compound Eyes means we can hit our Thunders with Bug Buzz, Giga Drain. Giga Drain means we can hit things like Swamperts and things like that. Bulk and Gastrodons as well. So that like to come in and mainly sort of ground types and things like that. And then finally Sticky Web as well. Very offensive with 252 and 252 in special attack as well with a Timid Nature. Really sort of nice and offensive. It doesn't hit massively hard. Its main job is to set up sticky webs and sort of damage things like Mega Blastoise and stuff like that really hard as well. Then we've got the Haxorus, which is a Life Orb sweeper with Dragon Dance, Poison Jab, Earthquake, and Dragon Claw. Now it may seem a little bit weird to have Dragon Dance on here. This is because this means that the Haxorus can set up and sweep outside of sticky webs. It doesn't have to then rely on it, which is some of the problems with using the Swords Dance variant. Is we get the speed boost, and it definitely means as well we outspeed pretty much everything, even Scarfers and stuff like that. So that's really excellent to have. And then with 147 attack, it's just an absolute powerhouse once you do that. Poison Jab hits Florges really hard because the #1 switching into this thing is Florges, and a +1 Poison Jab just absolutely wrecks that thing. Next up, we got probably the most evil set you can really run in UU, which is the Cress with Leftovers and Levitate with Psyshock, Moonblast, Sub, and Calm Mind. Now, you do lack the sort of the recovery of having Moonlight on there, but it does mean you can hit Dark types that way, which I really like, and I personally prefer it, especially when there's a lot of Dark types, especially scary ones like Crocodile, Honchcrow, all those sorts of things running around this tier. So the whole point of this is with sticky webs up, you outspeed pretty much everything out that's less than 300 speed or so, which is a lot of mons, especially the more bulky ones or the slower ones, and that means actually you can set up a sub and start calm minding up and start getting a late game sweep going, and this thing is just absolutely terrifying once it starts setting up. It is also my answer to Crocoon as well, because what I'm actually going to do, which it hasn't seemed to have changed on there, is I'm actually going to invest a bit in speed. Now this seems a little bit weird, but what this means is if Sticky Webs isn't up, then I'm pretty much guaranteed there to outspeed Crocoon. I can get a sub up there, and then I can start calm minding. Because I got Psyshock, I actually beat this thing one-on-one, as long as it doesn't get the burn, so I need to keep up behind a sub. But that's definitely my answer to Crocoon for this team. Next up, we got Entei with Life Orb and Pressure, and it's just designed to put some more sort of physical attacking presence on there, with Sacred Fire, Extreme Speed, Bulldoze, and Stone Edge. Bulldoze is really nice as well, because it means anything that comes in gets half speed, so it's almost guaranteed to not outspeed. And with a nice Adamant Nature as well, so this thing hits like an absolute truck. And then finally our Rapid Spinner, which is our Mega Blastoise with Scald, Aura Sphere, Ice Beam, Rapid Spin. Now this thing has got quite a bit of speed in it, and the point of that is actually to outspeed, but it outspeeds Jolly or Timid base 100s with the webs up, which is pretty crazy. And being able to hit that fast and sort of, so many fast mons as well is really great to have, and also such a reliable spinner as well. It just puts a lot of support in for the team. So what we're going to do is actually jump straight into a battle. Let's see, not that one, we want the Sticky Webs one. And hopefully someone will be online at this point, because it's pretty early. Fingers crossed. I may end up skipping if we don't manage to find a battle soon. But yeah, I do really like the team though. It's a lot of fun. I have got a whole series of sort of session dedicated to this one, which I'll link it down below as well if you guys are interested in seeing that. But we do jump straight into a team. Okay, this is a weird one. We do see the Espeon there, which to be honest I really don't have too much of an issue with, because SpecsBruh actually puts enough pressure on it where it can't really come in safely. So I think in terms of lead, he's not going to be leading the Espeon. He's going to be leading something like the Miltank. So I'm tempted to lead off with a Blastoise here. I don't see too many things to lead off with, apart from maybe the Vileplume, that can really handle the Blastoise. Does lead off with Lord Chatty. Oh, I was completely wrong there. What we're going to do is, I think we just fire off a Scald here, because I just want to get some damage off on this Espeon. It does go out into this. It does have the Water Absorb. That's fair enough. He is going to be going probably the Freeze Dry here, which does cause us a few issues. I think what we're going to do is actually be a little bit brave and just stay in, because I think that should do... Oh, that does a lot. That does a good amount. Or just goes to T-Bolt, please. Oh my goodness. Not a great start, but what can you do, really? Does end up going out into this. Okay. That still does a lot. This Blastoise is an absolute powerhouse. I think what we're going to do here is not going to go for Sleep Powder. He's going to be going for some sort of Giga Drain or something like that. So, I think our best switch here is actually the Entei. I know I'm playing a little bit obviously here, but I think it's the way to go. The Arcanine is almost definitely coming in now. So, I think what we're going to do is, I think we fire off a Stone Edge. Does go for Protect... Oh, he's the Subseed... not Subseed, this is going to be a pain. I think what we do here is... He does know we're going to go for another Stone Edge, so I'm going to stay in and Sacred Fire. If he's manly, he's going to go out into the Arcanine. But I think he may be cheeky and decide to stay in, because he knows he can take that. And if we can take this Vileplume out, that would be immense. Come on, stay in. He may go for a safe middle as well. Not that there really is a safe middle, actually. We'll just have to see... He goes out into the Vileplume. This is... not Vileplume. the Mismagius. And we do take out the Mismagius. That's absolutely... Oh, no, we don't, because it's... Now it's just making me sad. So, I think what we do here is we kind of need Entei. But then getting rid of Mismagius means we can actually start sweeping later on with Cress. Because I really don't see a way around it. Especially if we can set up a sub on that. So, I think what we do here is we just fire off another Sacred Fire. And we do outspeed as well. So this is some sort of maybe specially defensive, or... I mean, it could be modest. It's really hard to tell. Does go out into the Arcanine, which is going to intimidate me. I think it's starting to get to... it would be nice to keep the Entei around. Let's see, because we can kill that. We don't really do much to Miltank, though, especially if that's Thick Fat. And it would be good to get some damage off on this guy. So I think what we're going to do... 295 speed, and it means we can get free switch into Nidoking. And Nidoking would really be nice to get... Yeah, to get Nidoking in for free would be really nice. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to fire off a Stone Edge. Does go for E-Speed, bit of a questionable play there. Oh, that's a good amount of damage. Okay. That's what we needed to see. Does end up being... We do end up being taken out by Leech Seed, but that's absolutely fine. What we can do now is go into Killer Bunny, because I'm pretty sure that's defensive Arcanine. And... I'm pretty sure. And just fire off an Earth Power, because Earth Power is going to pretty much... well, it's going to do a lot to pretty much everything. He doesn't know if I've got the... it goes down to this. Now that's also quite questionable. What we can do now, though, is... I think it's the time for us to actually go into Blastoise, because we just need to get a switch into Galvantula. And once we set up Sticky Webs, we're good to go. Does go for Psychic. We're just going to sack this off and go on from there. So this, as I said, this is very hyper offensive, so you just sort of trim the fat on this, on your team, and sort of try and keep your threats alive. So I really don't see much of a switch, apart from maybe the Miltank switching into a Bug Buzz here. So we're just going to fire off a Bug Buzz. Does go out into Sleeping Dog. I think this is probably... This doesn't KO. So the question is, do we fire off Sticky Webs? This could be between a win and a loss now. But I think he's going to go for E-Speed to break our Sash. Yes. Okay. Excellent. Goes for Flamethrower. That's absolutely fine. Please don't burn us. Okay, that's great. He's going to be going for E-speeds here, and I know I'm outspeeding with Cress, so I think it's time for Cress to start sweeping. So we're going to go into Cress here, as he is going to go for the E-speed. That's absolutely fine. We should be able to take Flamethrowers really easily. So I'm just going to set up a sub, because 217 speed, ooh, actually have I made a mistake? I think I made a mistake, it's too early. I'm not going to risk the Willow. He has the Crunch, okay, that's fair enough. We're going to go into Killer Body. That was probably a bit too soon, I probably shouldn't have done that. But I couldn't really switch into Killer Bunny anyway. So we're going to go for another Earth Power, because there's nothing that wants to take an Earth Power. Even this is going to take a good amount from Earth Power and Sludge Wave. Oh, it just gets one-shotted. That's great. Also, we outspeed everything now, which is really, really nice because of the sticky webs. So I think we pretty much sweep from here. Does go into Holy Cow. I think what we do here is just fire off a Sludge Wave, because this should do a lot. Though he's got the NU core that I really enjoy building around. But anyway, I think we just fire off a Sludge Wave here, because it's going to be our hardest hitting move, 61%. And does go for, yeah, I know this set. I do know this set. And we're going to be able to take this out, which is great. And this is why Nidoking is just so threatening. With sticky webs up, it outspeeds pretty much everything. And you have a super effective, or at least a very hard-hitting move for, yeah, almost everything, which is just absolutely insane. And he does end up forfeiting there. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for another battle, because that's really not... Yeah, we need more time than this to actually show you guys the team. Okay, so I do see a distinct lack of Rapid Spinner, which is really nice. Also, I don't like that guy, but we're going to keep Blastoise around for that. Actually, Blastoise does a really good amount. Once that Vaporeon is gone, Cress as well could have potential. I know it's hard to break through Mega Aggron does kind of we do kind of struggle with that. It's always really difficult with Nidoking as well, whether you want to put Thunderbolt or Fire Blast, because Thunderbolt means you're more weak to water types. If you don't have Thunderbolt, you're more weak to water types, but if you don't have Fire Blast, then you struggle with other things as well. But we should be fine with this. So we're just going to go and set up our webs. That's definitely the best bet here. Leads off with Azelf. He's going to fire off a Taunt here. I'm almost sure of it. We're going to go for Bug Buzz here. Goes for T-Wave, but we're immune to that. That's absolutely fine. And we don't take it out, but what it does mean is we're just going to set up webs here. He does decide to preserve it. It's a little bit weird what this guy's doing. And I think we just fire off a Thunder here, because I just want some damage off on this Infinite, because it does give my team a bit of trouble. Goes for CC. We can definitely take a Mach Punch from there, I think. So I think we just fire off another Thunder. Yeah, we should be able to take a Mach Punch. I don't know what this guy's trying to do. He's let my... I don't know what this guy's up to, what his agenda is, but... Oh my goodness, the damage. Yeah, we just fire off more Thunders. He's just letting my Galvantula just completely wreck him. And now his #1 threat to Cress is gone. And he does end up forfeiting anyway, so I don't know what he was trying to achieve there. Okay, so we got another one. We got a Crobat. Crobat does give us issues. We have got Hydreigon. Hydreigon can also cause some problems. We just need to keep Blastoise up at a good amount of HP. And there's Crocoon there as well. So, I don't know how useful Sticky Webs will be for this one. So, that's a bit disappointing. But I think what we do here is, I don't think he's going to lead off with the Crobat. I'm tempted to lead off with the Nidoking here. And go for more offensive play. I think we're going to. Because he won't lead Crobat. Because, obviously, Galvantula lead is just incredibly obvious. He may lead off the Nidoqueen. And Nidoking should be able to handle Nidoqueen. Because I am timid. So, does lead off with Nidoqueen. That's absolutely great. What we're going to do is... I know it's obvious. But first turn predictions. Fire off that Earth Power. He could go into the Hydreigon or the Crobat. But I really cannot afford... Actually, why not I fire off an Ice Beam? Ice Beam... is Ice Beam going to kill? I think we're going to have to go for the safe middle and go for Ice Beam here. There goes the Snorlax. Okay. That could have worked out either way. What we're going to do now, though, is... it does cause us a few problems. I know Haxorus can break through this guy. But I don't particularly want to get cursed up on. Snorlax is just one of those mons you don't see very often, but it does always cause you loads of problems. I think Blastoise is going to get some good damage off on this guy. If he does fire off a cut, he does go straight for Body Slam. Doesn't get the power, though. Okay, so we're going to Mega Evolve here, and we're going to fire off an Aura Sphere. I think that's our best bet here. No predictions. We want to just get as much damage off on the Snorlax as possible, and I think this is the way to do it. At least if we just weaken it to a point where we can take it out with something else. I know Hydreigon then becomes a problem, but I think we just need to set up a Dragon Dance with Haxorus, and then we're good to go. Yeah, he's just got a whole load of threats that aren't particularly nice to try and face, but I think Blastoise should put enough pressure on the Snorlax to force it out. It does end up forcing it out into the Suicune. This shouldn't take it very well. Crit, okay. This is always the bit that stresses me out, because if he burns our crest, that's it, but I think it's our only option. We got to get, please don't fire for Scald. Okay, that's great. That's actually the best. That is by far the best outcome we could have had, because we fire off a sub here. He may think, oh, I can't touch Cress. No, sorry, I can't touch him with Cress. So yeah, hopefully we're going to be able to get this done, because I don't see anything after a few Calm Minds that can actually handle me. It would be really nice to get Sticky Webs up. Obviously, Crobat could be an issue, but Psyshock's going to do a lot to that Crobat. And we are defensive as well. He does decide to do this. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to fire off a Calm Mind here, because a Calm Mind is going to really, really help us in that long run, especially handling that Hydreigon. Being able to get that extra hit off really makes the difference, and he is going to go straight down to Hydreigon. There's no point over predicting here. We're going to go straight for a Moonblast here, which should do a fair amount of damage. One shots. That's absolutely excellent. Okay, now he's in a sticky situation, because we outspeed Suicune. Does go out into Ampharos here. I think we just pull up a sub and just investigate and just test the water. Does Mega Up here, got the Mold Breaker. He outspeeds. Okay, that's very interesting. But we can take another one of those Thunderbolts. So I'm just going to Calm Mind up on this guy. So he's a speedy, he must be Agility Ampharos. That makes a bit more sense. And for some reason the sprite hasn't loaded. But that's absolutely fine. But yeah, he outspeeds. That's really interesting. No, wait, how does he outspeed? I've got 217 speed. Oh no, maybe it wasn't showing Mega Ampharos. Maybe not. What we're going to do here is Psyshock, because Psyshock is going to... does okay amounts. It's going to start cursing up on us. No. I really don't like Curslax. This may end up losing us. What we're going to do is set up a few Calm Minds, because we just need to be able to hit this guy a bit harder on that special side. Curslax is just a pain to try and deal with. But we're going to have to keep setting up, because we need to just make sure our Moonblast really hit. He may end up setting up one more curse. Okay, I think this is the time to start hitting him. Fire off a Moonblast here. Come on, Cress. Please hit a decent amount. I know this is going to be especially defensive Snorlax, but it's our only real hope here. Oh, that's just pathetic damage. That's absolutely terrible. Curslax is such a problem. What do we do here? We're going to have to try and get a burn on it or something like that with Entei. We don't have a ghost type. He has got the... What moves did he show? He showed... Body Slam. Something showed Crunch that I didn't expect to show Crunch. Oh no, maybe that was the last battle. Okay. I think we just fire off as many Moonblasts as possible. He may make the mistake of not going for a rest here. I doubt it, and we may not even kill. We're not going to even kill after the next one because of leftovers. Yeah, he's got rest. Okay. Okay, we need a game plan for this guy. What we're going to do is we're going to go for a risky play. Hope he doesn't get the body slam. Please don't get the body slam. Please don't get the body slam. Okay, that's great. Right, let's see how much. This is our best bet. Aura Sphere. Oh, that's great. That's great. Oh, the crit's going to be huge. Please don't get the Volley Slam. Yes. Okay. I think we got him. We got him. Oh, I really hate Snorlax. Ooh, yeah, it should be able to KO here. If not, we're still probably doing enough where we can put enough pressure on him. But Snorlax is such a threat, especially being 4 times. Yeah, 4 times attack, 4 times defense. This thing is gonna be so bulky. It's just one of those threats that you never really think about, and then it just turns up sometimes and completely messes you up. Just because it's quite hard. It's quite hard to set up at the start, but he does end up being forced out into Crobat. That's absolutely brilliant. What we're going to do here, though, is I really need to save this Blastoise because it's our answer to the Snorlax there. And I think this is going to be his defogger. So I'm almost happy to switch into Entei here because I guess the Suicune. We need to preserve Blastoise. That's our #1 priority. Nidoking could come in after this. Nidoking actually does put a lot of pressure on him as well, especially with that being at the amount of HP it's at. Nidoking does a lot. So I think what we do here... I just realised about the speed boost as well, because he megas up and he loses some speed, I think, if I remember rightly. But anyway, I think Entei's our best bet here. Does make an excellent double there. I think what we got to do is we're going to have to go back out to Cress and hope and pray. But the Snorlax is going to cause us so many issues. Oh my goodness, I can't stand that Snorlax. Please don't burn us. Don't you dare burn us. Okay, I think we may have lost to Suicune. Just so much setup on that side. What we're going to do, I think, is... I think it's time to go into SpecsBruh here. And we're just going to have to put pressure on the Suicune and stop it from setting up. That's our only real option. I think that's... Yeah, we're going to have to do that. And start firing off some Thunderbolts. I know the Nidoking can come in. Oh my goodness. This is a really painful battle. Especially with the Snorlax waking up next turn. But Cress is kind of useless now. And he disconnects. Okay. Well, if we... Let's see. There you go. And I don't think he is going to be coming back. So anyway, I think what we're going to do is... I think we're going to wrap it up here. I know it was only 2 battles, but don't worry, we will be doing a second part to that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.